You're still watching Breakfast Daily on City TV. Now, I just have a special place in my heart for music. Everything about music, from lyrics to rhythm to what actually creates the rhythm. And so I have massive, massive respect, to people who make sure that music is done. Now, when it comes to those who have to go a step further, to create something to make music meaningful is a whole new vibe. And this morning, we are going all the way to, let me say, a bit of Nigeria, a bit of America. When Ghana meets Nigeria, is a whole different vibe. My guest now is, a Nigerian American innovator, and he's doing awesome. When you look at the stuff he is doing, trust me, it's going to blow your mind. My guest this morning is Dr. Ezekiel Olale. Did I better the name?
Yeah, you got it right.
Awesome. Welcome to Breakfast Daily.
Thank you very much for having me here, Firma.
Great. How are you doing?
I'm doing fine.
Okay. Yeah. How often do you come to Ghana?
This is my first time in Ghana.
You're kidding me?
Yes.
How often do you go to Nigeria?
Quite often.
When you don't pass by.
Yeah, but I think I'll come back more because I love Ghana. I love Accra. I love the vibe.
What do you love about Ghana anyway?
I just had fufu the other day and it just felt so good with the peanut soup. Is that what it is?
Yeah, with Nkate Nkwai.
And that's what did you call it?
Nkate Nkwai.
Nkate Nkwai.
You got it. You got it. No, you are Ghanaian. You are Ghanaian. Right. But you've been doing awesome stuff. I look at the guitar over there, and quite honestly, I haven't seen anything like that. A guitar shaped like an African map. That is really cool. But just tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, I was born and raised in Lagos, Nigeria, and I moved to the United States 20 years ago. And I've, just worked in different fields. I have a background in finance and accounting. I have a master's in divinity and doctorate in education. But also, ultimately, I'm passionate about music and innovation.
Great. Now, your background is in finance.
Finance, accounting.
Accounting and divinity.
Yeah.
So what have you been doing with that?
I work on the side when I, was trying to build up the guitar. I had a 9-to-5 job, so things were just going on the side where I was working on the music. Yeah.
No, so you are the founder of Instruments of Africa.
Yes.
Tell us a bit about Instruments of Africa.
Well, Instruments of Africa is an innovative company, and we specialize in creating contemporary product for the world in Africa, using Africa's heritage. The idea is to have innovation coming out of Africa to the rest of the world. And ultimately, we've been able to create something that speaks for Africa. And wherever you hold one of our products, it's an image of Africa everywhere.
Right. So is it only musical stuff?
Well, we are involved in also electronics. We're going to be releasing more product in the future. But for now, we've just, last year we released 9 guitars named after 9 capital cities across the continent. Great. And one of them is Accra that we have today.
Oh, we have Accra in there as well. Awesome, awesome. Is that Accra over there?
Yeah, that's Accra.
Right, so our third guest, is a beautiful guitar right on that seat over there. So, we are 3 guests or 2 guests plus myself. So, yeah, that is Accra. No, I love Accra. So, apart from playing it, I'm sure people buy these things as decor pieces.
Yeah, well, the beauty of this product is 2 sides to it. It's an art piece, and also it's a musical instrument. So you can, have one, even if you don't play, just the feel that I have an Accra guitar hanging in my house. Yeah. It's just a good vibe, And the fact that this is a musical instrument and it does wonders. The way we design this guitars, the electronic pickups, they're amazing. And that's the electromagnetic piece in there that gives it sound. And also the headstock, the bridge. You talk to average guitarists who play this, they're blown away.
No, it's beautiful. I don't play, but just looking at it, I have so much admiration for this. But what was the motivation, behind this? Considering you're coming from finance and accounting background and divinity, I know that you love music. But for you to move a step further to say that I'm going to create, musical instruments for this, it really must come from a deeper place. What was that inspiration?
Well, it is the need to see Africa thrive on the world stage, the need to portray Africa as a powerhouse. There's so many things, so many talents, so many skills. I bump into people all the time, especially when you live in the States. You run into Africans everywhere, in colleges, universities. They're science students. They're doing tremendous stuff. And that in and of itself is who we are. When you go on Google and you type in Africa, you see lion, giraffe, safari. I mean, there's more to us
Yeah.
that meets the eye than what people see. So the idea of Instrument of Africa and the African guitar is to portray Africa in a positive light.
So at what age did you move to the States?
Just about in my, I think I was around 18 or 17, just about 18.
Okay. And what have you been up to since you moved in till now?
Well, I worked in accounting field,
Okay.
I played a lot of music gig. I lived in Maryland, lived in Nashville, Tennessee, Country Music City. I did a lot of stuff, but also ultimately music has always been part of my everyday life since I moved to the States.
So you were a bit older, before you moved. So you had an idea how music was like in Africa, in Nigeria, because music in Nigeria is big.
Yeah.
So you had an idea of music in Nigeria before you moved to the States. When you went there, you did a bit of music, right?
Yeah.
So how has that impacted? Your experiences in the States impacted on what you are doing now, your move to music properly?
For me, I think it's the growth. When I was growing up in Lagos, we would listen to Western pop, rap, Tupac, Biggie, and all those great guys. And to watch that change, we transitioned from Western songs into our own African songs. And now we're having Nigerians winning Grammy. And I hope very soon, as we continue to push the narrative for music, we'll see people like Sarkodie, Stonebwoy win Grammy. We just have to keep pushing the narrative and believe in what we have and who we are.
So bring it in, Sarkodie and Stonebwoy winning Grammys and all. Burna Boy has been doing the most for Africa. What do you think of music on the continent?
I think it's taking a different shape. It's really exciting to see the world embrace what we create on our soil. Because many times the music, we didn't really win much Grammy back in the days. I was just in Mexico in December, and you'd be surprised that we're playing Ghanaian songs and Nigerian songs in Mexico. And I just could not believe it, that now the world is coming to see what we have. And that's the idea behind the narrative, pushing Africa forward.
So Nigeria and Ghana, I think when it comes to music, we are doing so well, But we also have our beefs in there, I don't know if you follow some of the beefs happening right now. You do?
I do.
What do you know about the beefs?
Not so much. I don't want to go into details.
But generally, what do you make of that?
But I've always thought to myself, Ghanaians, Nigerians, we're brothers and sisters. When we have beef, it doesn't last long.
Yes.
I've always believed the love, outweighs the hate or the negative message. Even though bad news travels faster than good news, I see a lot of good stuff happening between Nigerians and Ghanaians anyway.
So much have happened already, with our movies, with music, bigger collaborations, happening now. But where you're coming from, the States, how can we do better? How can we improve on our music back home?
Well, I think it's just remaining consistent to what you do, but ultimately having a sense of universal approach to your music. When your music has feel from all walks of life, and I think music, and I know music is a universal language.
Yeah.
And if you're able to make music that has a little bit of English, a little bit of a local dialect, and it's groovy, it's jazzy, people would embrace it.
Awesome, awesome.
So you incorporate two cultures, maybe the Western, the African culture into your songs. It does help the narrative. It does help.
Now let's look at performance. When we mount the stage, how would you describe our stagecraft as against what is happening in the States?
I tell you what, when you look at the narrative in the last 5 years, we're starting to see performance platforms been filled up with Nigerians and Ghanaians. Never used to be that. No Nigerians, no Ghanaians could shut down O2.
Yeah.
Now I see the energy, I see the vibe, and I'm optimistic that in the next 5 years from now, we're gonna have Nigerian artists, Ghanaian artists, African artists, taking the music to the Western world and all the rest of the world. And we're going to be winning Grammys. We're going to be seeing a lot of energy. And that would change the whole narrative and the perspective of what people, think about Africa. Well,
they say the future is Africa, but I believe the future is now. So you're
It's
already
now.
taking over. Yeah. Now, let's go back to Accra, right? Give us, you've given us a few, but tell us much more about the uniqueness of this piece.
Okay, so this is...
You can hold it. Can I hold it too?
Yeah, you should.
Yeah, I want to hold it.
So this piece right here, it's This right here, we have a solid body.
This is cute. If it was gender, you know, it would be a woman, trust me.
I know some people think this can be a handbag. I've met people who want to carry it around.
It's really cute. Oh, and it's heavy. No, can you hold this for me?
Sure, absolutely.
Thank you. Right, so tell us.
Oh, look at that. It looks
It's
good
really
on you.
good. No, I have to learn how to play guitar. Wow.
So you can see this is Accra. It's named after the city of Accra, dedicated to Accra. And one of the things we kind of did when we were designing this is to look at the local culture, I mean the colors here.
Yeah.
And when you look at the map of Ghana, there's a little bit of red. That's why we did a red finish.
Okay.
When you look at the black, you know, sand, you know, stuff there, you'd see, you know, a little bit of black, which kind of connotes the black style of Ghana.
Okay. And
So-
there's kind of yellow here.
Yeah,
gold.
there's a little bit of, yeah, people
Yeah.
think that's yellow gold, but it's almost yellow, you know.
Yeah. No, we say it's yellow.
It's yellow.
We say it's gold. No, but this
It's
is
yellow.
beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah. So why should someone pick this over any other guitar in town?
Well, because of the quality of the sound, the quality of the shape, the quality of the, I mean, as an African, if you want to feel a sense of identity to what you do in music, this is the instrument you need. And not just that, if you play this and listen to a lot of guitarists, they're super stoked on the sound. And I think what makes a guitar great is the sound.
Yeah.
The pickups here, which is those two things right there.
Which one?
You know, there's one over there, that
This
one and the
and
second
that?
one.
Okay.
That's what makes the guitar sound. And the way we
Okay.
design our pickups, it has this beautiful tune to it that if you play, you feel a sense of rhythmic sound. And you can do any genre, whether highlife, Afrobeat, pop, you know, rock and roll, jazz, anything on it.
But you know, I'm just admiring this, and I'm watching you talk. You know, and how were you able to put this together practically?
Well, I'd be honest with you, the first time I made it, the first prototype looked good, but didn't sound good.
Okay.
So that story a lot of people don't hear, and I was so frustrated because it took me a while. I used to rent a jigsaw machine in a store called Home Depot, and I'll cut out the shape in the machine, and just to make it. But when I made the first one, I didn't factor the numbers. That's the key to making guitars. Everything
Okay.
is numbers, from the headstock to the neck to the body to the bridge. It has to be a precise number. So the first time I missed the number and didn't sound nice. So I was just frustrated. I dumped it for about 2-3 years, just gathering dust.
Wow.
I went back to the drawing board to make sure, kind of incorporate some other things into it. And ultimately, it turned out nice. I mean, the first one was just plain brown satin finish. Didn't have much to it. Didn't have any color to it. But after making it, I just thought to myself, I can't make this about myself. This is Africa. We have to give it an identity with the people and the culture in different countries.
So the first time, you know, you heard the sound coming out of the piece you made after that 2 to 3 years, how did you feel?
It was discouraging. I mean, you're saying the first time when it came out right?
Yes, when it was right.
Oh yeah, it was exhilarating. It just felt so good. That
Yeah.
this is working, and that I've envisioned this since I was young. I used to draw this even when I lived in Nigeria. Drew a lot of instruments, and to see this come to light, it was just so satisfying. And that people will be able to identify a musical instrument made in the landscape of Africa. It's such a unique, you know.
And that's actually how we love music, and so when I look at this, I see an embodiment of African music.
Yes.
You know, how has Africa accepted this?
Well, we launched in Nigeria last year, and it was really crazy.
No, I can imagine.
I mean, we've gotten endorsement from Ebenezer Obey. I give a copy to King Sunny Ade. We have two great guitar legends in Nigeria. Paul Tawu, who's produced over 100 songs. And we have Femile, who is a young, energetic African jazz master who plays anything. There are two brand ambassadors in Nigeria. But we have someone here called O.T. Woods. He's a Grammy Award winning guitarist. He's from Ghana here. He's going to be our brand ambassador who plays this around.
Don't you want a female who would just follow it with, you know, just be talking about it? Maybe we can just dress up and do our makeup and, you know, be talking about it.
That would be fine. If you want to go around and just hang it around, that's beautiful.
I'm up for that.
Yeah. It is
Right.
beautiful.
But do you play?
I do play.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Do you sing?
I do sing.
Oh, that would really be cool.
Yeah, but I let people who can do a better job than me do that. I'd rather walk behind the scene
Okay.
and get it done. You know, that way the entire world can enjoy what we've been able to create.
Wow, beautiful. But how much is this? It looks like it's going to cost a fortune.
When you say fortune, what do you mean by fortune?
thousands of dollars.
No. So when you get Gibson and Fender, they range in a range of 5,000, 4,000, 3,000. You find some Fender for maybe $2,005, $2,000. But this is not in the thousands. This is just 1,000.
Just $1,000.
Yes.
No, but that's a giveaway.
No, I mean we have to factor in the GDP, the economy of every country in Africa, to see how people the affordability for average people. If you want to save up money in the long run in 6 months, I mean you can do that.
No, but it's really cool because I thought it was going to be much more expensive. But you are such a true son of the land. You know, Africa is so proud of you.
Thank you. I love Africa. I'm passionate about it.
And why not? Don't we all? No, this is really cool. But so, is there any advice you have for up and coming innovators? You know, people who really want to do so much, but sometimes it looks like when you look at the bigger picture, it's a bit discouraging because you probably might not know where to start from, how it's going to turn out, and all that.
You know, I've always been so true to my passion, and I'll say that to any young person watching me right now, that you be true to your passion. If you have an idea, look for ways to pen down your ideas, share it with people who can follow the vision. And as you do that, you would find discouragement. You're always going to find people discourage you. The environment may not be suitable, but be persistent in what you do, and also think outside of the box. Look for solutions to every problem you see in your environment. When you're able to solve a problem, you are making an impact. And I've always said to myself that innovation is not just about building stuff, it's about creating stuff to make life better for people, the environment, and future generations. So if your idea is going to transform the world and touch lives, you need to make sure that you're solving problems and helping people.
Fantastic, fantastic. So motivational. But let's go back to the money issues.
Okay.
Right? Looking at, no, I'm a true African, you know that. So looking at, this is beautiful. Okay.
Thank you.
I thought it was going to be much more expensive than $1,000. All this is also about business and making sure that you are just not selling your soul, you know, and not getting anything out of it. Selling this for $1,000, this would be about 6,500 cities, you know. Do you make profits?
We do make profit.
Okay, so business is good.
Well, business is good. I mean, for a start, if you're just starting up with a new product, you don't want to, I mean, the price, you can't put it too high or too low.
Yeah.
You have to find a balance, but also you have to factor in the economy.
Yeah.
You know, those who are going to be able to afford the guitar and buy it, you know. If we call this 5,000, like you can buy Gibson guitar, I think some folks will still buy it, but it will be limited to, you know, to only those who are, you know, well off financially. You know, but again, we want to make this affordable for everyone.
Yes,
And
yes.
if you want to save up money and buy one.
You're a nice African, and you're doing well. Right, so Dr. Ezekiel, thank you very much. But now we are going to just listen to the sound of this, you know. I really love music, and I'm just hoping to groove to this. So you have ambassadors in Nigeria. Do you have any ambassadors in Ghana?
We do.
Great.
We do. We have the great O.T. Wood, the Grammy Award winning guitarist. He's an amazing guy on the guitar. He has a smooth, groovy, you know, energetic sound. And let me introduce O.T. Wood to you.
No, before you introduce O.T., I think you also need to have ambassadors, you know, whose job will be just dressing up nicely and be parading this, you know, just go around and say, yo, this is the new guitar in town. But for now, do you have O.T. in the house, your ambassador in the house?
Yeah, O.T. is here in the house. We have O.T. Woods here. Let me introduce you to O.T. Wood, an amazing guitarist here.
Great. we should have a guitar concert, something like that, you know,
Yeah, we will.
in Accra.
Yeah, we will. We're planning. We're looking at May. We're gonna have a guitar jazz festival where we get to bring as many as guitarists here in Accra to to lay hands on this instrument.
Great.
Yeah,
great,
and
great.
we're gonna keep you posted on that.
You
soon.
should. But can we hear more music?
Yeah, we can get more music.
All right,
Would you
let's
do
go.
for your queso?
Friday chapel all night, Saturday night you were clubbing him. Yellow your mountain, so clubbing him. I just shaking over the car with the bike. Papa say, no, no, so the snap in the bike. It's a gas now, what the couple will buy. Then the better one, I said, the club will buy. It's in Yam so far, I assume ya. Visa Unia, the Visa one so Yam so far, I assume ya. The Hama Mary, we could not do the day. Yam so far, I assume ya. Mama Duncan, I said, my Yamaboa. Yam so far, I assume ya. I don't know about physical. So I'm considered father. I can't have you really pampo. I don't know kind of a hustle. I saw free to Muanka. Sika 70 chapel here to me wamba. What to me wamba. And what kind of things fall out. What I was anointed men touch. Chapel was crucified. And some numbers want to me want to be. If you know me some pan, I assume ya. Visa Unia, the Visa one so Yam some pan, I assume ya. Just I could have did it. Yam some pan, I assume ya. I'm a Duncan, I survive my boy. Yam some pan, I assume ya.